Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Hosts Show 101. I am your host, your ghost host, West Troop, and I am here with another history episode. And you know, we're making our way through Fantasyland 1955, and we talked about a few different attractions, but we haven't hit this attraction yet. It's one of the more famous attractions of Fantasyland, and I think we're going to use a little intro. You might want to grab your barf bags for this one, but you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a teacup, baby, right round, round, round. We're talking Mad Tea Party. Here we go. When the casual theme park fan thinks of Fantasyland at any Disney park, a ride that will come to mind is the spinning cup ride known as the Mad Tea Party. Imagineers were looking for a smaller attraction, more of a diversion, if you will, to fill space in Fantasyland. They were inspired with the idea for a teacup attraction from the unbirthday scene from Walt Disney's 1951 animated film Alice in Wonderland. The Imagineers originally came up with concepts that were a bit more crazy than the version we have today. One idea had the teacup circle around the Mad Hatter's dinner table, which was placed in the center of the ride, along with various lanterns and large figures of characters such as the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, the Caterpillar, and the Cheshire Cat. Another plan was to have 20 teacups circle a central hub, making it look like a racetrack with banked curves. Of course, the version park guests got was a much more stripped-down version. The ride system was manufactured by Arrow Development. The setup has 3 small turntables which rotate clockwise. Each turntable holds 6 pastel-colored teacup vehicles for a total of 18 in all. All of these are located within one large turntable, one large table and a microphone. One large turntable floor, which rotates counterclockwise. Guests would also be able to control how fast the teacup would spin and in what direction by operating a wheel inside the cup. The ride itself lasts 1 minute and 30 seconds. The Mad Tea Party was originally located in the space where King Arthur Carousel stands today. The carousel originally was squeezed in the space between the teacups and Sleeping Beauty Castle. Also, the ride has no roof over it and is out in the open. When rain comes, this version of the ride must close, because when it's saturated with a moderate amount of water, the cups slip and can no longer spin. Mad Tea Party started spinning on Disneyland's opening day, July 17, 1955. For the first few months, the teacups spun on a bare platform. Soon after, it was painted with the psychedelic spiral it has today. Psychedelic, baby! During the ride's first 2 years, the cups had no brakes or clutches, creating no limit to how fast the vehicles could be spun. The ride would soon become infamous for causing motion sickness for certain riders and for kids getting revenge on their parents by spinning the wheel maniacally. The Disneyland version of the ride was a hit and would be replicated for the upcoming Florida park. Like Disneyland, the Mad Tea Party at the Magic Kingdom was built to be out in the open. Magic Kingdom's Mad Tea Party also opened on the park's first day, October 1st, 1971. Imagineers soon realized the weather was a bit different in Florida, so they decided to build a roof for the ride in 1974. While adding the roof, they also added a fun sight gag. Now in the middle of the large turntable was a massive teapot. Inside the pot is the Dormouse, who pops up and down periodically as the cups spin. Back at Disneyland, the Mad Tea Party had been given slight modifications over the years, such as ornamental arches connecting the light posts in 1972 and a repaint of the platform and teacups in 1978. During the huge Fantasyland refurbishment of 1983, the whole attraction was remodeled and relocated to where it stands today, next to the Alice in Wonderland attraction and Matterhorn bobsleds. It also sits next to a small house which belongs to the March Hare. Beautiful Japanese garden lanterns also now hang from above. While it didn't open on this park's opening day, the attraction would find its way to Tokyo Park a few years later. This version would have a roof covering it and also include the Dormouse teapot in the center of the attraction. This version, known as Alice's Tea Party, opened on March 8, 1986 at Tokyo Disneyland. The ride found a home in another new park in Paris. This variation includes a petal-shaped glass roof and surrounding gardens. It also uses the Dormouse's teapot outside of the ride near the March Hare refreshments. The teacup designs were later used for Tokyo Disneyland's and Hong Kong Disneyland's teacups. This version of the ride, called Mad Hatter's Teacups, opened on Disneyland Paris's opening day, April 12, 1992. Also in 1992, the Magic Kingdom version was updated with a new color scheme, new music, and the Japanese lanterns. The canopy was repainted in 2010. Back at Disneyland in 2004, the attraction was modified to make it more difficult to spin fast after a disabled rider lost his balance and slipped from a teacup. Like other remaining 1955 attractions, one of Disneyland's teacups was painted gold in honor of the park's 50th anniversary in 2005. The ride ventured into Hong Kong as well and is known as Mad Hatter Teacups and opened on Hong Kong Disney's opening day, September 12, 2005. At both the Hong Kong and California parks, you can find a replica of the cup ride vehicle outside of the ride to take a photo op with. The Mad Tea Party now looks better than ever at any of the Disney parks it can be found in, and while it may be replicated at carnivals or other theme parks, there's nothing like taking a spin in the Disney version. Now, this is a ride I have not gone on for a very long time. Since 2001, I'm gonna say, was the last time I've gone on the Mad Tea Party. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I enjoy the ride. It's just kind of like, oh, if you have time, do it. Sort of like the carousel. You know, I put this in sort of the same ranking as the carousel. If you have time to kill and there's not a long wait, then yeah, go ahead and do it. And you don't get sick easy. I've never gotten dizzy on this Mad Tea Party, but of course I was a younger fellow back in the day. Now, with, you know, I might get motion sickness in the teacup. I don't know. But I haven't gone on in a while, but definitely, you know, this is one of the Disney version. Like I said, you know, you have different theme parks or carnivals have the teacup ride. This is the best version of that. So if you're like, oh, you know, we already gone on the teacups at whatever theme park near our house, and if your kids love the teacup ride, you have to do this version because it's the better version of, you know, whatever you have. But, you know, don't wait an hour. Usually the wait is 5-10 minutes for the teacups, 15 at most. Other than that, don't wait. Just come back and do them if you really want to do them. I like the Dormouse that pops out of the teacup at Magic Kingdom. So if I like that the ones at Disneyland are outside because it's different. But if I had to pick between them, I'd probably pick Magic Kingdom's. I haven't even gone on Disneyland's version. You know, I see it, obviously. It's outside, it's in the open. It's right next to Alice in Wonderland and the Matterhorn, which I go on. But I just haven't, you know, had really the desire or whatever to go on. So, you know, I'd have to pick Magic Kingdoms over Disneyland's. But still, I enjoy both, you know, to see both. Basically, Magic Kingdom has the Dormouse, which is cool. So, definitely, if you are interested, take a spin with the Mad Tea Party. Alright, well, that's the episode. I'll be back very soon with another history episode about another Fantasyland attraction. Ooh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, boy? Until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter and the Instagram at HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, you can do so at Podbean. It's hitchhostshow.podbean.com, or listen on iTunes or Stitcher. Download it under the Hitchhiking Host Show or West Troop. Search now. Until next time, don't forget to
Hurry back, hurry back.
for the next episode. See ya.